Hello and welcome back already as we have a fast start to this game number 2 of the Mineski Pro Gaming League Season 6 Southeast Asian Qualifiers. It is Rave versus Arrow Gaming. Now Arrow Gaming, they took a really convincing game number 1, actually off of 2 extremely farmed support heroes. They just made so many plays. But we'll see whether Rave can actually come back into this series as they did versus Insidious Idol. My name is Coucher and I am joined once again by HeflaTV.
That's me. That's me. Either way, the first game, I don't know, of course some people will be disappointed now because I know a lot of people here in the Twitch chat, they're cheering for Rave, and those who are not even fans or whatsoever, they still hope Rave is going out here with a 2-0 or with a 1-1 because like it's a nice ratio for betting. I know this game is on at least 3 sites and therefore, yeah, it's definitely worth it, like if they would have won. But unfortunately Arrow has something against that, like with their full lineup. They're just a tick better than Rave, I have to admit it. Especially the tri-lane worked out very well. And maybe Rave is also a bit exhausted. Then again, I have to say the Chronos, for example, they just did not come, they just didn't come on spot. Like we had a 2-man Chrono at best, and everything else was a 1-man Chrono. Plus that awesome steal by the, by the Rubik in the last fight. That was just hilarious. Like at first I thought I'm drunk, because I see 2 blue bubbles, but then I realized that he actually kept that chrono. Like I was announcing it 30 seconds before at the tier 2 tower, and I was like, okay, maybe he's gonna steal something else for the fight, but no, he was keeping that chrono. That was not a newly acquired chrono, that was actually the chrono from the last fight, from the fight before, and he just did it perfectly, just holding all the rest back, so nobody could really follow up from what Void did there. Either way, I'm talking too much because the draft is already on the way. We have to look what we got. Rave King, Ancient Apparition, and Mirana on Arrow's side. So we have a Moonlight Shadow, another Rave King, and this time also Ice Blast is gonna be in all that mix. And let's see what we got on Rave's side.
Yeah, they have the Doombringer, Rubik, and the Chain Protector. Maybe we went for a Rubik just to not have the Rubik on Arrow Gaming side. They had really good Rubik in game number 1, and of course, stealing the Doom is something you don't want to really even give a slight chance of to the enemy team. And Rubik, he can also steal a really good stun from the Rave King, the Rave Fire Blast. 100% steal. You can't miss with that really. So just additional lockdown for them, which they actually did lack in game number 1. All they had was just slows, or the lockdown that they did have was the Chronosphere or the Dream Coil, which both were ultimates. So weren't as reliable early on in the laning phase.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. It was really the amount of lockdown on Arrow's side was just too heavy. The funny part is, I said it in the draft already, that I'm like, oh my god, we're looking at like 5 heroes. Each of them have at least 1 lockdown, a proper one. I mean, okay, the Doom was the one with the least, but of course his Doom is like a central spell. Like it's huge in importance, of course, when he gets it on the Void or on the Puck. That's pretty much already like well played. And you've done your job, and that's pretty much it. And then just, I don't know, try to get some right clicks in and stay as long alive as you can with the Scorched Earth and deal even that damage over time. That was all the job he had to do, and he did it quite well. He got the Puck twice, I think. They got also 2 kills on the Void. Unfortunately, he never really managed to initiate before the Void got the chrono off. Like, there I have to say the Void did a good job because he always time walked in and got sometimes even the Doom in the chrono. But unfortunately, the Doom was the only target, and Arrow did also a nice job there spreading out. But Rave, they pick up a Terrain Protector. I don't know, I just don't like the pick. I think it's a bit outdated, especially with all the heavy push coming out in 6.81. But then again, I don't see too much pushing on Arrow's side at the moment, so it might as well even work out if they proper rotate their towers, defend them, so Arrow doesn't benefit from like early tower rushes as we had it. I mean, they were leading in towers like 0 to 3 in like 10 minutes. And yeah, did Rave even get a tower in the end? I don't think so.
I'm actually a little bit hazy on that part. I don't think so either. They just...
The top tower was really low. I'm not sure, but I don't think it went down because after Roshan, they went down and never left pretty much the lane. They went from mid to top, and there was no chance that anyone gets a tower. So I think Rave didn't even manage to get a tier 1 tower. But now, after the Vivo, we see Ember Spirit. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, the good thing is you have the Doom already on your side, so the Ember Spirit doesn't have to fear a Doom. He only has to fear, of course, the Rave King stun as well as the Centaur stun, and of course the Mirana arrow, but a Mirana arrow is something relatively easy to dodge unless there is a nice setup for it. And to be honest, right now I don't even see a setup
Well, Brave Fire Blast should be decent enough because it stands for a solid 2 seconds plus slows in addition to that after. So it's kind of like a Sand King stun almost.
I guess, yeah, I guess it has to be enough. The Mirana is apparently gonna be in a support role, as it seems like, or
this time around it might be Brave King support as well even.
yeah, I'm not quite sure how they're gonna do it. Like they still have the option to swap it around. On the other side, the laning is kind of obvious. We have the Ember in the mid. Doom, well, is gonna take his lane in the Weaver with a Dream Protector and Rubik. I mean, the lockdown is relatively okay-ish. They have the Weaver, of course, with Jikuchi and a Gemini attack, trying to get the DPS in. We have a slow on the Dream Protector and the Rubik with the Telekinesis. That is quite nice with the lockdown they have there on the lane. And DDC gets a Silencer. Okay, now it gets interesting.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun, man. I was thinking like, what the hell are they gonna pick against Rave to just maybe try to stop the Ember Spirit? Yes, they do have the Brave Fire Blast, potential arrows, and of course Centaur blinking in once he gets that. But Ember is just so damn elusive, as is the Weaver, but Silencer can completely just counter both of those heroes with one spell. Just press that R button and win teamfight.
Yep, but yeah, the Silencer, like, to be honest, I did not expect that Silencer pick. Because that changes, not everything, but it changes a lot how we're gonna see this. So it's, again, a nice tri-lane here, a tri-lane with, as you said, right, Fire Blast in a potential arrow, or maybe even trying to get the Cold Field proc. Like usually we see a lot of Ancient Apparitions not picking up the Cold Field anymore, because I mean, Chilling Touch level 1 is much better. And the second point sometimes goes even in Ice Vortex, and sometimes we even see Ancient Apparition with a complete Ice Vortex build. But to be honest, with the 2 stuns here on the lane, I think the second point should go into Cold Field. But before all that happens, oh, Ninja Boogie. Oh, Johnny was already faking the cast there. At least he got the first Jikuchi out. That is just a bit mana, of course, gone. So we're gonna go and introduce teams fast. Now that they saw each other, I don't think anything will happen. We have Mozoon here on the Ancient Apparition, the one who's blinking. Johnny, he got boots already. That's very important for this laning here on the Rave King. And in the background still is Land ready to get them arrows in the bull's eye. In the mid, we're gonna have DDC on the Silencer. A bit of a surprise pick. I'm looking forward to how he's doing. And Xiangsai here on the Centaur Warner, like a pretty old school pick. By the way, a nice set on him, I have to say that. Like the set here, the Warbringer set, looks pretty fancy. But yeah, he's meeting Chrissy here in as like a solo laner, and it's gonna be the Doom, and that is your part pretty much.
Yes, Chrissy, like I said already, will be playing the Doombringer on the off lane. But it's a solo versus solo, so not too bad for him. Cheo, once again, taking up the mid lane role, this time on the Ember Spirit. And the tri-lane of Rave will consist of Rior on the Rubik, leaving Cast to play the Treant Protector, and Ninja Boogie once again for the second game in the row on the Weaver.
Yep, and in the mid we already see what's coming here. Claves of Wisdom first point in for the harass, but do we have something top already? Yeah, there's a stun on Ninja Boogie with the arrow.
It's beautifully done, and just the damage, I mean, Weaver is such a squishy hero early on, the Chilling Touch completely working out.
And look at the position of the Sentry Ward. This Sentry Ward is just golden. It's absolutely golden, because it's really hard to catch for Rave here. And Rave, do they even have Sentry Wards? Yes, we have one Sentry Ward on Cast here, but they also have to get in position to get this one. They have to place it relatively central to find the Sentry, and I don't know, let's see. So far they're not... They wait till the lane is maybe a bit pushed out under their tower or something. That might actually happen soon, because the creeps, yep, they're pushing forward right now. Lance is the one who's farming them at the moment, and I think now we might see this.
Okay, so Arrow, they have a history of going for Silencer against Ember Spirit. Well, worked out last time as well.
Yeah, apparently, but it was not played by DC last time, it was played by Lance. Okay.
So it was safe lane carry Silencer, I guess. And actually at the moment, DDC, he's been completely bullying Cheo. He's 9-2 compared to a 2-0 Ember Spirit. One level ahead as well, so Silencer doing really well.
Clave of Wisdom spam and ranged versus melee, that's just something that hurts so much. And to be honest, like the Sentry Wards, now the second Sentry Ward is coming out top here. And
but he's feeling too safe. They're coming in, Telekinesis is there, Leechy to follow DDC will fall down. Can get a lot of damage onto Cheo, but still.
Yeah, the last word there, it's getting absorbed by the Flame God, like it's not even enough. So and at least, like he called for help, like he probably desperately called for help. He's like, guys, I'm getting completely nuked here by this Silencer in the mid, I need help, I need the rotations. They happened, but unfortunately, I don't think much is gonna change because like Ninja Boogie needs the help of the supports as well top, because otherwise he's gonna die there as well. And in the mid, the Ember will just go back, and even with bottle crawling, DDC will still have a good stand against him.
Yeah, actually, I mean, the lanes should be fairly straightforward about who's gonna win their lanes. I mean, Cheyo is just taking so much harassment. Flame Guard came out a little bit too late. Actually, do you know exactly how it works? If you get last worded and you activate the Flame Guard, you take the damage before the Flame Guard actually gets into effect, right?
That's actually a good question.
At the moment, I mean, I saw him activating it, but to me it felt like he still took the last word damage. So
No,
we're gonna have to keep our eye on it to check it out next time.
Like in theory, no, you should not get the damage. It should be
But-
absorbed. But
But
it
the last
looked
word
like he gets
triggers on
damage.
spell cast, so shouldn't it trigger like
Oh, yeah.
before the spell
No.
activates?
No, right now he didn't do it. Right now he just ate the last word. But like, I actually, yeah, I'm not quite sure. That's a good question. This is a case I've never seen. But now we have a rotation in here. Oh, this is against DDC, and he has a double damage here on Jo, and there we have it. It hits on him. It's all about the right clicks and of course the overtime damage, and it will be enough. DDC is going down a second time now. It really helps Jo to stay on his lane. So this is exactly what they need to stay and
Yeah,
get
he's
that Ember to
been
farm.
getting both kills as well, the last hits for the kill. So at least getting some gold, making up for his lack of farm. And actually, even if the last hit has been catching up to DDZ now, so really important rotations coming out from Reor. And he's level 3 as well on the Rubik, so thanks to his rotations working out, he gets that XP. Otherwise, if you rotate and you don't get the kills, you can be really just starved for levels, but not the case, so...
Yep, but we paid so much attention to the mid lane and to what's going on in top lane. The top lane relatively quiet at the moment, but okay, there's some blinks here bottom, because yeah, there might be some sort of rotation. Actually, they see the Rubik coming because... No, actually they don't. It's nighttime and the Rave King was too far away, but I don't know if Johnny spotted him before, but he's rotating in here. Maybe they want to do something on the Doom. He's not level 6 yet, so no Doom there, and we have to compare the farm a bit. Like, the Center Warner is 15 and 2, while the Doom is 26 and 10, so he's not just
Oh,
controlling...
but mid lane DDZ, he gets the overpawn Cheo. Just falls deep, triple
Nice.
remnants, and...
Okay. So it's spiraling a bit out of control in the mid lane. So, I mean, the first 2 times they killed DDC with the help of support, but now Jo actually had enough experience out of all those kills that DDC actually has trouble now staying alone against him in the lane. That's troubling, of course, for
Yeah,
Arrow.
now
at the
just
moment.
Johnny comes in to soak up some XP, maybe get some last hits for himself as well. And actually, apart from that first plot that they got on Weaver, they haven't been getting too much, and of course Ninja Boogie, he learned his lesson. He's just staying as far back as necessary to not get stunned. So really well played by him, just getting them levels, some last hits as well here and there. So overall, just this game is going already so much better than game number 1 was.
Yep, definitely. Rave has a nice stand here, especially because they created a lot of space. Like, you see that the Rave King rotating away from that tri-lane. That, I don't know, also there's no new sentry ward placed top, which means Ninja Boogie is for now relatively safe, unless he eats such an arrow right now and lands. He has a level 2 Starstorm. There is... Uh-oh, he's gonna get that second tick, and that's easy. So Ninja Boogie, I was just about to say he should be safe now, but he ate a really long range arrow. But now do we have a go here? The Rubik.
Might be an
That's
easy kill if
interesting.
only the Rayfire Blast connects, and Chrissy is gonna turn it around, Doom onto Johnny. Xiangsai, can he do anything to help? No Stampede yet, and Johnny, well, maybe gonna get denied. No, not even a tap deck. Xiangsai just watches his teammate die.
That was a timely Doom. Perfectly done, that Doom, because yeah, he was already in cast animation. That might have ended in at least in a Rubik trade. Oh, in the mid. Ah, we saw it. Yes, you get the damage of the last word. It's not gonna get absorbed off the Flame Guard, it seems.
So that's good for the DDC. Mid lane,
Oh,
Geo
but-
didn't back off the global silence. Rayfire Blast to connect, but will the damage be enough? Flame Guard, well, it wears
Yeah.
off, so they
Chilling
got the kill.
touch. It's just too insane. Like, I mean, 3 people hitting you with chilling touch, it just hurts so much. This is level 2 chilling touch. That's another 60 damage added on top of their normal right clicks, and that was even like with the Clave of Wisdom. They, yeah, chilling touch. No way for Ember to survive this. Poor guy.
Yeah, that was a really much needed kill for them as well. Just, first of all, getting some levels on the support, especially Mozon. He wants that level 6 as fast as he possibly can on the Ancient Apparition. And of course, just stopping Cheo's momentum really, man. He was 3 and 0 before this.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, but still, what more can we ask for? This game, it's definitely better than last game because there. Oh, in the mid we have to go. The remnants are flying and double chains here on Mozoon and Arrow. He's, oh god, poor Arrow DDC. He's gonna die again. They even ignore the ancient apparition, even though he's really low. But that would have required a dive under the tower and the Rave King being there here. Johnny just making sure that
Cheo's
it's
not
not
done
happening.
though. Regen room popped. Wants to go in from behind. Wants to get the kill on ancient apparition, but actually without the flame guard, he might find the courier though. No, micro the courier, guys, no.
Oh god. There's one. What's the courier?
It was a bottle and a belt of strength.
Oh god.
So that
Why?
was. Oh,
Why
man.
feed the pig? The piggy courier is down. Can't even believe that. But nobody really spotted it out. Like they still had a chance to like micro it somehow over the trees, but no, nobody really reacted.
Piggy too slow.
Yeah,
Piggy too
slow.
fat.
Fat pig.
Well, at least Arrow Gaming, they get some vision, or rather, they counter some vision. But Cheo is gonna go for Mozon now. The Moonlight Shadow will AP enough. Telekinesis is there as well, but actually, the silence, the last word, stopped Ruby from going for the Fate Bolt, which would have been enough to get the kill.
Yeah, too bad. The Ancient Apparition surviving here, so yep. This is the first time Moonlight Shadow actually comes into play here in this game, and it saves the first time, like really at the life of someone. That's why I'm always a big fan of like the supports having a dust against Mirana Moonlight Shadow, because you see that could have really made a difference here, and the Ember would have been happy about an AA kill. But now, oh, we have a smoke rotation here. It's Johnny and Mozoon. He doesn't even regen anything. They just want that kill on the Doom. He has Doom available, but does he get it through? That's the question.
Yeah, the River Blast, Hoof Stomp, man, Chrissy, pretty damn tanky, but no Scorch to activate. It wasn't fast enough.
No, he needed Scorched Earth for that. Maybe that would have bought enough time, but there was also the Global Silence used at the same time, so the Ember, no chance to get in there, even if the remnants would have been there. Just Mozoon has to be careful, and look at it. No, Jo is actually going towards the mid. He's not looking for that AA kill, but Mozoon, just to be safe, he's... Yeah, but they're scouting him out here. Like, they're blinking, and DDC... Ah, the last word. And is there a stun? Yeah, the stun is actually coming. The Ice Blast is not connecting, but oh my god.
Turn around.
Both of them. Fate Bolt. It hurts so much. Level 3 Fate Bolt, and DDC is just melting away.
Man, Cheo is just getting way too much farm at the moment. I mean, last hit wise, yes, 24 and 0. Definitely not too much compared to the Doombringer, for example, 51 and 14. Who, even he isn't that high, to be honest, on the scoreboard. But net worth wise, Lance is number 1, has a Hand of Midas now running for himself as well. So, Arrow, it's not like they're out of it yet or anything, but this Silencer is just struggling way too hard. And Ember Spirit just too much space for him so far.
I mean, the Global Silence and everything, it really becomes handy, of course, when they do the gank. And so far, twice they either prevented something with it or they engaged with it. But like DDC himself, not really going for the plays. And he's also supposed to be the one with the Mac. He already has the headdress and the buckler recipe in there, but he has nothing else there. And of course his bottle and everything is also lost. It really hurts, because that Mac is gonna be really, really slow. And Arrow, as we knew them from the last game, they like to have momentum, like to have to sustain with at least one set of arcanes plus the Mac and then just go for something. But at the moment, Rave is just farming away, and you can also see that in the graphs. It's not as significant as I would have thought, like just 2k in gold advantage.
He lanes the pain, blink, Hoof Stomp to follow, Ice Blast flying out as well, and kill secured.
Yeah, kill secured. The Ancient Apparition, definitely gonna be happy about it. But yeah, that was not a high value kill, but it might open them, of course, the door into the tier 1 tower here, securing some gold, and that helps, of course, DDC to even recover from all these ganks. In the meantime, though, we have the Doom, who is also pressuring the tier 1 tower, and Ninja Boogie, who's farming all the time, pretty much. But Lance is pretty much doing the same. It's those two, they're just left on the lane and have fun with each other. That's all they do.
I do think though that Xiang Sai's Blink Dagger is probably one of the most impactful item pickups that this game might even have. Par, maybe just super late game Refresh Your Orb on Doom or something like that. Because they already got 1 kill, and what's to just stop them from initiating constantly now with that. Although the counter Rave, they're trying to go for it, yet they do lack their own blinking jump, at least for the time being. Maybe Doom is gonna get it, but first he's going for the mech.
Yep, but I mean the tower is... yeah. If they want to, they can get it down. But I don't know. 12 minutes, an Arrow. What is their plan? What is their plan. Like, at some point, I feel the lineup really wants to go a bit more active, but the problem is they can't really. Without Mac, it just doesn't feel right at the moment. But, I mean, at least Lance, he went for the Midas, and it's taken all the time. Ninja Boogie, though, like, when we compare the net worth, Lance definitely doing a much better job. I mean, of course, they had the first blood, that giving them already advantage, but I don't know, Ninja Boogie, he's also not really catching up, so that might become a problem.
Yeah, just that one kill as well, copying the arrow and dying at, oh man.
Rana might lose her life here. There's the Doom. But she managed to leap before, and with the bug she's actually visible. Ninja Boogie just going in and finishing the job. And maybe they just rotate into the tier 1 tower. I mean, Scorched Earth is still there, so the Doom can tank it up for a while. And I don't know, maybe this is gonna be a tower trade. The Ice Blast though, that's gonna fly. Maybe it's gonna slow down things. The Rubik TPing here on the tier 2 tower, but before, yeah, he's gonna get that Ice Blast in his face. So yes, it seems to be a tower trade, even though in the mid, the Living Armor still healing that tower and keeping it up. The question is, are there rotations? Oh, triple Remnant here in the mid. Now it's going crazy, but Global Silence is pretty much preventing from further anything. But now, oh, nice Overgrowth, and look at all that damage. Even the Rubik now on Xiangxai, he's definitely going down. Moonlight Shadow coming out. There would be vision if they wanted to. Lance also coming in. Is there an arrow flying? Yes, but it's just going through everyone. In the end, Rave definitely coming out as winner here. Like, this trade contained a tier 1 tower, a kill on Lance, in the mid a pickup on Xiangxai, a lot of ultimates baited out, and I don't know, this was Global Silence, the Stampede, and Moonlight Shadow, and in the end they didn't get even anything in return.
Yeah, it was a decent enough hoof stomp with the double H to follow up from the center, but he just did it more out of desperation to just actually get damage and hope for kills. So 5-8 now the Kiilstofte Rave. They're having a pretty sizable lead already. Around actually a 6,000 gold lead, XP around 4,000. So it's a little bit reminiscent of game number 1, but this time around it's Rave having the advantage rather than Arrow. And just a lot of it comes down to how bad of a game TDC has had.
The Ember being invisible here, he might actually find Mozoon on a warding mission. And if he's alone and if there's not Xiangxai in... Oh god, he just got blocked. I don't know if Mozoon actually has an idea that something is here. At least the Ember spotted exactly out where the ward is, so maybe we have even an answer of the Rave supports just going in there and dewarding it right away. I don't know. The tower in the mid is getting healed up, so I actually never thought in the draft that this is really gonna result into the tree actually healing up the tower. So far, Arrow not getting a single tier 1 tower, but look at this. 3 people just luring behind DDC just in case they open on him, but I don't know. Pressure on a tier 1 tower is applied. Is there any answer? But oh my god, Lance just got caught by Chrissy in the top lane, and he's getting that kill after he's being doomed. The question is now, is there anything in the mid?
Oh yeah, Chio, silent stop, he's gone down immediately. Hoofed on double edge, bursting him down. I mean, he didn't even get to activate his flame guard there. So a 1-for-1 in the end, a core for core. Of course, Lance is the sole hope, but it looks of it for Arrow at the moment with the farm he's having. So Rave, I mean, yes, it's bad losing the Ember Spirit, but I think getting a kill on Lance, just stopping his momentum, is a little bit better. Especially since his Hand of Midas is actually off cooldown at the moment as well while he's dead.
But you see how powerful the Global Silence is though, because the Ember wanted to go in there, but also Ninja Boogie coming from the side because he was anyway there in the enemy jungle. Then the Swarm on so many people, and then of course the Doom is coming in. But oh, Stampede here in the mid, it's going to start. But Telekinesis is much faster.
And he got
now
stolen.
He's slowed under the tower, but no Overgrowth. He's for now at least silenced. Does he get it through? Yes, he get it through. And actually, good position by Xiangxai is going down. Now it's all about Johnny. Johnny has reincarnation if he wants to, but of course Moonlight Shadow preventing all that from happening. Jo being stunned, and he's going down. Johnny actually survives this encounter with him, so he just came back here. And in the end, the Ember going down again. 5 of Arrows still alive, and now there's the urn here on Johnny. They heal him up, and I don't think this time they can do anything against this tower, even though the cliff has been used. But I don't think so. No. This is the first tower for Arrow, definitely.
Yeah, and this time around the Global Silence just completely wrecked Rave. They were trying to run in, but they just ran to their deaths. I mean, running into a center who's just going to double H you into the face, not the brightest idea. And well, if they had gotten the Overgrowth a little bit sooner, but of course impossible, Global Silence. Really nice timing from DDZ, and overall Arrow finally group up as an actual 5-man team. And once they do, just grab themselves 2 kills. getting some space back for them. And actually TDC, I mean, looking at the net worth, he's not doing that bad. He's actually surpassed Cheo now that Cheo died twice.
Yeah, absolutely. It's Arrow is kind of recuperating from their bad laning start.
Oh, but saying that, Chrissy, he's going for DDC. Doom is up, and well, actually, the last word is going to take down on Chrissy. The arrow will not land, unfortunately.
Touched.
But it was enough to just make Doom back off, and DDC will stay alive.
Yep, he will definitely survive that. But the most dangerous thing about DDC and all those traits is that, I mean, in the last couple fights, DDC managed to actually stay alive, which means he is getting the stacks, the intelligence stacks stolen, like really all the time. So if you rinse and repeat that, at some point you feel that the silencer is getting stronger, even without getting any items, just by those stacks, the right clicks, especially Clave of Wisdom, they really start to hurt. I mean, right now he has 10 stacks, but he had a horrible game so far. Right now at least he has the mech done, so some more survivability. Mech is always nice, provides some stats, HPS as well as armor. And yep, if he stays like with the nice positioning he had in the last two fights, I think, yep, he can gather a lot more stacks in this game.
Oh man, one thing that is actually pretty bad for Rave is the fact that Ninja Boogie, he's going for a first item, BKB. And if you're a viewer, yes, you want to survive, but you actually want to deal damage as well. And before you get the Desolator, you're not that scary, to be honest. So
yeah, that's the biggest problem about Ninja Boogie. Like, even though he was left alone with Lance on the lane, he didn't get much farm after all. Like, even now, like, I don't know, he's gonna get that Mithril Hammer. Of course, it's some damage, I don't know, on his little Weaver, but the problem is this bug, it's just not bugging anyone. That's the biggest problem about it. And even with that BKB, I mean, the BKB is really just a survivability, so he doesn't get stunned up and he isn't affected by the global silence. That's all about it. So at least he can Chikuchi or time-lapse out, depending on what we're talking about. I mean, the global silence is, that's the funny part, global silence against the Ember and a Weaver is really the strongest weapon they have. So even the Ember, he's gonna have trouble surviving. If he's really in the midst of the fight, if he, for example, just used his Remnant and just going in all out YOLO, and he just wants to save himself by Sleight of Fist on like many creeps and heroes, if that silence comes out exactly in that position, and you're getting caught out before being like invulnerable in your Sleight of Fist, you're so fast down, and there's not even too much, how can I say it, magical burst on Arrow as such. Like, just the right clicks will be enough for the Ember. He finished, did he actually finish? No, he never went into the drums. Like, after he had like a nice game, he went for the bracers and the face boots, which is absolutely standard build, but then he went directly for the Claymore. That's quite interesting. The Ring of Health actually now in the Courier, so I guess he's gonna replace it pretty much soon.
yeah, well, I mean, I was hoping, or at least expecting him to have like a Battle Fury drums by this time, considering he got a 3-0 start as far as kills were concerned. And Arrow, they smoke up as a 5-man unit now. Lance actually has a Mithril Hammer, so do you think it's going to be either a Desolator or BKB? Or maybe a Maelstrom, I guess, would be the most common one?
I guess so, yeah. Maelstrom. It's not even bad against this lineup as such, but let's see if they get something out of the smoke.
Johnny, he breaks his smoke, and is he acting as bait now? The arrow will land on cast, will they jump him? Yes, they will. Ice Blast. They're just committing so much hoof stomp as well. They want that kill badly. And with the Treant down, of course, other heroes are a lot squishier, no living armor, and so are the towers.
Yeah, and it's all coming also back to the mere fact what I said about Silencer. Like, again, Silencer being part of that kill. Like, usually the tree is like a pretty low value kill as such, like having a 5-man smoke. For that purpose, it's okay, you can do that, but tree is fast back, but there is a Silencer on the other side. That means, oh god, in the mid, Stampede and Blink, but they're not gonna hit anyone. Ninja Boogie, he got even his Chikuchi throw before the Silencer now. Oh, we have Global Silence on the Rubik.
Oh my god, this is huge! Geo, can you actually catch anybody searing chase onto DDZ and Lance, but Lance just got his BKB off. That was his item, but he gets tuned up. Still can't do much of anything, can't even leap out, and DDZ just gonna get chased down by Ninja Boogie's own BKB as well. Or will it? Oh, Blink in, Hoofstomp double H. They bring down the Doombringer. Can they get some more though? And man, what a crazy fight, just double Global Silence. Well, I say double, but one for each. I thought like there are gonna be way more kills, especially with Arrow. They whiffed the Stampede, they whiffed the Global Silence. I thought Rave is just gonna get an epic turnaround there.
Yeah, but I don't know, that chase was just too long. They were almost under the tier 1 tower. They crossed the river line and oh my god, Jo getting stunned here. Now after his slider fist, he's really low, using the remnant in just to get that kill, and Cast is gonna finish it, but he of course himself now in trouble. Last word on him, as well as the stun, the arrow flying, he's so down. And there's even, oh, there's an ice pass flying. Look at the base, it's gonna hit Jo. He can't dodge it. Jeez.
Flame Guard, actually Flame Guard is gonna wear off soon. Will it wear off soon enough though? I don't think so. He just survives, just barely.
He really survives that one. Okay, I did not expect that. I really thought the Flame Guard is not holding for that long. But either way, DDZ rotating in the bottom lane while the other's trying to do something. And the Ember is back.
Yeah, Lance.
No Lance.
Oh, misses the arrow as well.
Yep, easy kill. Easy pickup. Lance was just not fast enough to get the hell out of there. And in the end, well, they're still happy with what they achieved. I mean, they got some damage on the tier 2 tower. They got a lot of kills, a nice turnaround. And of course, DDZ was always there. So suddenly from 8 stacks, he goes to 16. So 2 each kill. It's easy peasy for him. He's stacking up. And over time, this silence is gonna be nasty. Really nasty.
Yeah, and he's a little bit more than halfway through his Aghanim Scepter as well. So that's gonna be one extra source of damage for them, of course, once he gets that Curse of the Silent maxed out. At the moment it's on level 2, but I mean Aghanim's still a way away from him as well. So has some time to farm it up. But Rave, they have 2 Blink Daggers on their own now. Chrissy on the Doombringer picks up one, as does Rubik, Rior. So the initiation definitely got a lot stronger. They won't have to rely on just getting the Searing Chains anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know, like, when this Aghanim's is coming out, this really hurts. This really hurts all those who don't have a BKB. Like, especially the Rubik. Like, if I look at his HP, and I mean, Aghanim's is just a start. It really looks like, oh, Ninja Boogie here. They see that the Chakuchi hit the creeps. So now it's all about finding Ninja Boogie somewhere here. I mean, he still has a BKB and a TP. This BKB is on 9 seconds, so if he wanted to, he can really just use it and TP out. So I think he's relatively safe. He's hiding now here in the trees, and I guess that's the best he can do. But still, again, back to that Aghanim's topic, like DDZ, he is pretty much 1,130 gold away from his Aghanim Scepter, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna go for a refresher right after. And as long as there's no massive BKB rush on Rave, they can't do anything against it. And even if the BKBs were off, like, then the second global cooldown will be there and affecting everyone. And if the BKBs even lose duration, the 4 seconds BKBs, then even the first one is still gonna have residual effect. But now Johnny, he's finding actually Ninja Boogie, but now Jikuchi out into the next pocket, and yeah, BKB and TP. Easy
actually,
going.
That's still really good for Arrow. Yes, they use 1 dust for it, but just getting the BKB down, and you were just talking about it, once the BKB durations shorten up, it's gonna be good for Arrow because Rave just can't dodge most of what Arrow has to throw at them. So down to 8 seconds and still on cooldown for another 55. That means that Arrow might get this tier 1 now.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it, but I think Rave still wants to do something against it. I mean, we have at the moment the Ember pushing in the mid lane, but then again, he's going top. He has a TP if he wants to. There's an arrow flying. Oh, Ninja Boogie. You gotta be careful there. But yeah, he's dodging that arrow, and they're chipping away the tower. There's an arrow on Rubik, and it actually hits DDZ. Is that a go? No, that's even with that arrow, it's not a go. It was a long stun on DDZ, but just too far, and without the Ember, they can't really do anything. So they just drop the tower. They don't feel like fighting. They have still this bittersweet aftertaste in their mouth from the last mid fight, or from the last 2 fights in mid. Well, I don't know, maybe that was all one huge fight that was just going on for like 3-4 minutes, because it was just a forth and back all the way. But I don't know, Rave, no, they don't want to fight.
You mean, to be honest, I was just looking at the graphs before the tower went down, and Rave still had around the 3k gold lead, now dropping down to 2.5. XP lead also 4k in their favor, since Arrow was of course grouped up for that push. But I mean, being ahead but not being able to fight, and Rave, it just attributes to that they don't actually have that great of a team fight overall. And going into the global silence is just so scary that Rave, they don't want to take any chances unless it's on just perfect conditions for them.
Yep, and we're 25 minutes in. It's also, I guess, time to look at the crafts again. Rave still ahead in the experience, but when it comes to gold, 2,500 only, but now we have an engage here on the Rubik with the Ice Blast directly following. This is gonna hit both, no, actually just the Rubik, and he's definitely going down with a negative burn charge. He should be in range lanes. Yeah, Lance is gonna make sure this is happening, and also Cast now having that problem. He does not have Nature Skies, so he's going down. Both the supports suffer. Oh, bad fate, but you see, he found a DDZ. Doom here, now it's all about just chipping him down. The Neutrals, they're gonna help him. Maybe we have a deny, but no, there is the crit. Alpha Wolf aura, but the Doom has to be careful. The blinks are coming out, and the triple rotation with the rest of the Moonlight Shadow, and easy. They get the stun on because he knows Scorched Earth to use the long arrow, and now it's all about just chipping him down and watching him die.
We need stuns, we need more stuns!
Yeah, more stuns, give more stuns. That they even overlapped the stuns, they didn't even need to chain them. I mean, Lance's arrow, that was like, what, 2.5, 3 seconds or something. It was relatively long range. Before that, a Hoof Stomp, and just to make sure, even the Rave Fire Blast. Ninja Boogie in the meantime, though, like, pushed the tier 2 tower. That one is going down, and he did at least one German Knight attack on a tier 3 tower, but of course he has to go back, so everything that Arrow did right now was like for the cost of something else. But in the mid, the Ember is finally AA. A rogue AA is just there, and yeah, JO's saying yes, easy.
And actually, just looking at the net worth, Lance, yes, he is number 1, but the 3 next ones actually mid lane. Blink Telekinesis onto DDC, Searing Chains. The Global Silence actually stops the Searing Chains from coming out. Oh man. They survive somehow. And actually, Rubik might even fall in return last first damage. No, somehow still alive. The Stampede comes out Xiang side. He's completely out of mana, not enough for a Hoof Stomp. So Stampede.
That was lucky.
Global
like even for the Rubik, like he waited really till the last second to use the stick charges there, and he really survived when then finally the when the last word kicked in. But yeah, I don't know. The Rubik, I mean, as such, he doesn't have a single item apart from the urn that does boost his HP whatsoever. So the only thing he's at the moment relying is his normal basic base strength growth, and that's not too high on a Rubik, unfortunately. So he's really gonna have a problem, especially with the Aghanim Scepter being finished in 20 gold, 15, 10. Yep, there we go. So Aghanim Scepter on DDC is now down, and this is definitely gonna hurt the Rubik.
Definitely. I mean, he can just almost die from that, like you already said. Just they need so little extra collateral to get that kill. Treant Protector, of course, can help out maybe with the Living Armor once the Global Silence ends, but still might be a little bit too late. But looking at Rave now, Cheo, he's going for his own BKB. He's just realized the fact that, well, Global Silence, it just completely wrecks me. I need to get the BKB Creasy, only a recipe away from his own, and they're gonna go for Roche. And I think their lead, they're holding on to the gold lead, still around 3,000 XP, also 3,500. So even though Arrow, if they get some kills, Rave, they get some in return as well.
Yeah. And what we see right now is gonna be pretty much against a tier 1 for Roshan trade. Even though, I don't know, they are done with Roshan. Is there a rotation top? If they rotate alone or like with just 2-3 people, this might be actually a bad idea, but no, it seems like they're like, hey guys, this tower is definitely down. We can't really do anything. So tower is going down for Roshan. A smoke is actually following up here, so they're looking for someone on the way back, someone on the way top, or maybe they're even gonna find the Rubik somewhere in the mid. But no, they're actually staying around there, like, well, maybe someone is coming along. Who knows? You never know.
Well, usually somebody does come farm it up, but I don't think the lane has enough momentum and is pushing in far enough. So Lance finally, he wants to farm further, finishes up his Mjolnir, goes back to the mid lane to farm up. But I still think that Rave actually, I mean, late game, I kind of have to favor them, because if they just have BKBs, even 4-second ones, to get rid of the silence, unless the silencer gets that refresher orb, they probably can just overwhelm with an Ember Spirit, a farmed Weaver, who actually isn't that farmed at the moment, but finishes up his Desolator. So damage output is definitely gonna be there, and of course Doombringer just...
To be honest, now with the Desolator, a lot of things change, because now Rave, we are looking at, yeah, some damage finally coming out from Ninja Boogie. I mean, right now, what has he been in those fights? Okay, here and there some Chikuchi damage, the Swarm was on many targets, that was really good, but apparently with that, I mean, obviously with that BKB rush, he wasn't really too affected when it comes to like single target damage. Now it's actually really interesting, because now he applies the Desolator debuff to a target with his Sleight of Fist and all other stuff coming around. Also the Doom now having the aura. Like the 5-on-5 might be different, but still there's one thing they don't have a solution for, It is called Global Silence. Now we have to deal with Aghanim's Global Silence, but still...
Ninja Boogie, look at him! Oh, he gets BKB just before the hoof stomp. There's the Global Silence as well. But Chrissy is there with his own BKB. Can he do enough? Doom, not yet used, of course, but now DDC is dropping solo. He goes down Swarm, helping out a little bit as well. It is a 1-for-1, but support for Core joining. He's gonna go down as well. Maybe Ninja Boogie. Time lapse already used. Oh my god. Xiangxai, can you get the blink hoof stomp blind? No, not gonna go for it. Now there's the blink hoof stomp onto Chrissy, but Doom is such a tanky target. Aegis gets popped. Cheo, he's gonna come back. 4 heroes are down. Reincarnation was popped from Choini, who actually might make it away. But he's gonna be the only one.
A disaster. This is a disaster for Arrow. Like I'm actually lacking words because Ninja Boogie went in there and I thought like, oh my god, what a big mistake. Rave just gave away like an awesome fight. But the funny part is, like 2 stuns went his way and he used the BKB. Even the arrow was flying on him and obviously not finding a target because he was BKB'd. And in the end, Rave is coming out as a big winner out of this fight. This fight really helped them to, I don't know, stabilize. Obviously, they had the help of the Aegis there because they managed to get Jo down. But still, like this really hurt, especially with DDC's down so fast at the start. That also meant no mech on the team. No nothing coming out there, no follow-up disarms from Last Word, or like the Curse of Silent as such. Like that was great. Plus DDZ didn't get a single stack. Like so many kills happened right now, and he didn't get a single instack. So this is the best case scenario for Rave. Such a team, or like 1, 2, 3 more such team fights, and Rave is really in a good position where Arrow has to be careful because yeah, as I said, the Weaver and the Ember, when they get really this class cannon potential, that is gonna be dangerous for Arrow.
It most certainly is, and just looking at the graphs, they finally go a little bit steeper in the favor of Rave. Around a 6,500 gold lead for them, XP 10,000 completely. So just a couple of good moves from Rave and they just solidify their lead by almost a double. So at the moment, Cheo has his BKB finished after that last fight as well. 1.7k on top of that. Can start building for some additional damage from now. Chrissy, either Assault Cuirass or Shiva's Guard. Shiva's Guard might be the more likely choice here.
Yeah, I guess it's either way. Like AC wouldn't hurt, but I don't know. We have to see. Like at the moment, the more popular choice is always the Shivas. But let's see what is Arrow doing now after this fight. Like do we even see? Oh, look at the crafts right now. After this fight, the crafts are taking a huge jump here. 10k in experience now, 33rd minute, and a bit more than 5k. Actually, it's almost 7.5k after this team fight. I mean, it's nothing. Jesus, no, it's nothing that would be enough to actually call this a turnaround or anything like that. But you can overcome this anytime. Biggest problem is how. Arrow at the moment, they're sticking together, except for DDZ.
But Rave, Cheo, he wants to go so aggressive. He wants to get the Searing Chains, and Under Nature Skies finally gets popped. Gonna go in. Can he get anybody BKB? The Global Silence is there. He activated the BKB a little bit too soon, preemptively. Because if you activate it before, the Silence still goes for Chrissy. Can he get the Doom on anybody? Yes, he can on Lance. But Lance BKB activated. Ninja Bolt, can he chase him down? Ice Blast. Actually not gonna land too much, only on the Treant Protector, but he's a support, and there's the Stampede finally coming out. Xiangxai gets the stun onto Chrissy as well. Johnny slows him down. Additional Cold Feet will probably block with the Brave Fire Blast, helping out. So in the end, 2 heroes down. Arrow, they don't lose a single one, and even Doom just barely made it out. And oh man, Ninja Boogie.
Yeah, he gets that kill. There's a Shatter on the Doom, plus DDC gets another kill here on the Ninja Boogie. So that's even. I was talking about stacks, like he was in range for 2 of them, and I don't know. Like this is the biggest problem I have with the Dream Protector. Like it really feels he's completely useless in these fights. Like I mean, you can't really do anything. He didn't get Overcrow off. Like he didn't get even a Leech Seed on anyone. I mean, just for the initiation. But then he just died away. Not even a second living ammo cast in that fight. It's really like the longer this game goes, the more it feels like Rave is just 5 versus 4. And Arrow is striking back after that awesome fight in the mid for Rave. Arrow is just back on track, and this costs Rave dearly. Because with those heroes down, they might actually take the tier 3 tower. There's still a cliff available if they want to, but of course.
Ooh, BKB, they baited it out from Cheo. They have to make it themselves scarce now. Can they actually back off Cheo? Doesn't want to go too deep, of course. Even the physical damage from Arrow is starting to get stronger and stronger, so another BKB usage, and they get nothing out of it.
Yeah, and to be honest, like, you see Arrow's not even impressed by the Sleight of Fist. I mean, this is a Sleight of Fist with BKB and another Claymore. That's pretty much all the highest damage value items, and I don't know, like, it just doesn't feel very strong. That's the problem. There's no crit on him. Yeah, the Sleight of Fist is just not intimidating enough at the moment for Arrow, even if there's multiple heroes hit. And they also been pretty nice at splitting. So I don't know, like, I really feel bad because Arrow just showed when they have the right start into such a fight. Even if Rave tried to make this a surprise with a smoke gang, or smoke initiation for that matter, because they were all 5. I don't know, like, it still feels that Arrow just showed them, hey guys, you might lead here and there, but we still have the better setup, and the longer the game goes. That's why I also feel that Arrow is not showing too much initiative. I mean, yes, they just fought, yes, they wanted to capitalize on it on the tier 3 tower, but they know the longer this game goes, there's still crucial items to come out for Arrow. Now, DDC actually makes a little sidestep item. He's going for a Ghost Scepter, but I'm pretty sure the next item is going to be the Refresher, because it's still such a high value item against these teams.
Okay, so chat trivia time. Silencer has bought Aghanim Scepter in 39 pro Dota games. And what is the Silencer win rate with that item?
Silencer with Arganims. I'm pretty sure it's above 50%. I'd say 52.
I'm gonna go crazy and say 68.
Oh, that's nuts. That's nuts.
It's not like it's the Silencer's win rate, it's just Aghanim Silencer win rate.
Okay, Arganim Silencer, but...
And I said I'm gonna go nuts, but Chio, he gets stunned up. Brave Blast to follow, Ice Blast is with Global Silence, just blown up, cast. Can they get him as well? And Ember Spirit, he does not have a buyback.
That is 2
oh,
down,
he's only
no
30
buyback.
gold short, oh my god, how unfortunate.
This is tier 3. This is tier 3 and Rex in the worst case scenario even. 25 gold away actually for the Ember. He might tick in, promise they don't have Cliff, and they go directly for the Melee Rex. They know they can, if they really hurry up and everybody is going for it. DDC is actually clearing out the creeps, but now he's joining the ball.
Greasy comes in, he tries to stop it, lands, Doom is there, but they're gonna lose the Rubik immediately, or are they actually gets the 4-step out, but no, he goes down in the end anyway, and Ninja Boogie with his BKB, he just has to back off from the physical damage, no BKB anymore, Rax 2, still stand, actually, no buyback from Ember, he finally goes for it, but a little bit too late, Ninja Boogie is down as well, he also has the buyback, but you really don't want to expend it on so many heroes. But Cheo, can you get anything? Searing J is connecting Xiang side. They're gonna get at least that 1 kill. Actually, never mind. Lance went down as well, so they do defend, but oh, are they gonna get DDC as well? Arrow, they did a piss poor job of just disengaging there.
Yep, definitely. Just not fast enough getting the hell out of there. Once again, Johnny is the one surviving, which is pretty funny, but I don't know how often that happened now. 4-man wipe on Arrow and Johnny is the one surviving, the one who got the second life. Apparently doesn't even lose his first one, but okay, that's actually interesting, because I thought Arrow is fast enough to get this melee Rex, or at least doing damage on the range Rex, but they thought, and you saw it, like the decision came instantly out to go for the melee Rex instead of anything else, because they thought they can get it through, but with actually Lance going down, like, all the damage was suddenly gone, and then the turnaround came, the Ember came in, and yeah, this means now easy going for Roshan, even though there is going to be an Ice Blast flying. Jesus Christ, Culture, you're so damn right. So I said what? I said 52 off. And you said 68?
Yes. Pretty close. Close enough at least.
Yeah, you definitely win this one. I didn't think it's that high, but I guess.
Well, we'll see if we get one extra game addition this time around. Actually, Silencer not even going for the Refresher Orb at all, just picks himself up an Ultimate Orb, so Sheepstick or actually Lincoln's maybe even against Doom?
Nah, Sheepstick. I'm pretty sure that's a Sheepstick. It's a high value item for Silencer because you get so much damage off of it, of course. Main stat is anyway in, plus you have the Claves on top of it, and I think they need a Hex, because with the Hex they can do a lot. Because right now they are baiting out BKBs, like against the Silence, for example. If the Silence comes out, he gets the short duration by now. Short duration BKBs out, and afterwards he has an easy Hex, plus, I don't know, like the Ember, for example, hexed, and he's one of the main sources when it comes to damage. Also Ninja Boogie hex before he gets the time lapse out. By the way, did you see the time lapse in the last fight? That was really unfortunate. He did it too early, which means the Ray Fire Blast was actually flying then in the other direction, still stunning him, and Unfortunately, he lost his life. But we see a Moonlight Shadow here. Arrow is on the hunt, but it fades already. So, nothing to come.
Yeah, they don't
But
have
do
any
they want to
vision
go
either.
Rex? Like, do they really want to go for a central push and just risk an all-out fight? I mean, they have all the cooldowns. Everything is ready. Why not? Why not going for it?
But Ember has double life, although then again, if you just wait for the 6 minutes, or well now I guess it's around 5 minutes, that might be just giving too much space, of course. Just Ember Spirit to farm up, get that secondary Battle Fury going, and once he gets that second Battle Fury, just one Sleight of Fist will almost demolish the creep wave. So Arrow, they have to just win a fight, otherwise they can't push really. But Ninja Boogie, split
Yeah, he's
pushing
doing a
down
good
bottom.
job. He's doing a good job because he just forced DDC back, which means if we now have some sort of answer of Rave, maybe they accidentally go, or actually they might go top. Just a fast answer there. Blink Deck initiation here on the Doom. That might actually be like a solo kill. We also have Johnny rotating bottom, so Ninja Boogie has to be careful, of course. In the end, yeah, they're all just going back. Maybe you're right. Maybe they really want to wait out that Aegis. That is, of course, bad for us and the viewers because we want to see fights. But in the end, it's the smarter decision because I still think the longer the game goes, Arrow still has a stable stand. Then again, like the Ember damage, like he finally finds some farm and he's not dying in response. I mean, we've been pointing out the Ember like many times already, and he's actually getting the second Battle Fury as we speak, and he has 400 gold on top of it. It's not too crazy, and to be honest, I feel that the double cleave is not the best choice here, but he decided to go for it. But I have to say, Arrow been spread out really nicely, but Ninja Boogie going here for DDC, and Moonlight Shadow has been used. Okay, that's definitely a success for Ninja Boogie. He's like, yo guys, I just got the Moonlight Shadow out. It's not too much of a cooldown though. I mean, it's level 3, so it's only 100 seconds, but well, it's an achievement just like that.
It's definitely worth it. Just you didn't lose anything. You had to use one Sukuchi to get it really, a few right clicks, so it's worth. But actually, now that Rave is getting some time, that will mean that Ember Spirit, yes, he has the Aegis, so he would have double life anyway. But in only 1 minute and 15 seconds, he's gonna have triple life because he's gonna have the buyback up once again as well if he just has enough gold for it. And well, Ember with double Battle Fury, his rate of farm should just allow him to get that. But Lance, he gets tuned up, slowed down as well. Level def is there. Chrissy, can he get the kill? Nice force step coming out from Motion, but might still not be enough. Oh, J.O., he's gonna come in. They get one Motion. Oh, the Searing
damage!
Shield.
The damage of the Ember, crazy, but oh my god, the Ancient Apparition still surviving, but this is Aegis. The question is now, do they re-engage? There is reinforcements coming of both sides. Ninja Boogie is not here, then in the arrow, but directly. Wonderful BKB, now the Remnants out. Is that still enough? Now Overgrowth, putting them all in place, and right now, Xiangxai can't really do anything but watching Jayo going out. He's using, like, panically the Searing Change, just holding back the creeps, and in the end, well, we have 2-for-1 trade after all. It's
Oh,
okay,
they want to
there's
come
an arrow
back in,
flying.
maybe? J.O. getting healed by the urn. Can he get the Sleight of Fist? No. They actually Arrow, they had really nice positioning, but blinking from the Rubik Telekinesis. What does he steal? Of course, Ray Fire Blast. Silly question, only one thing to steal, but Chrissy gets stunned up. Lance, leave the right clicks, they might be enough. Can he turn it around? Nope. The last word silencing him up, but J.O. does clean up together with Ninja Boogie. Johnny goes down as well. Reincarnation is there, DDZ though. Ghost set, but it's not gonna save you forever, and even he's gonna fall. He does have buyback though. Oh man, this game.
Oh, they could scout out Johnny. If the swarm, the swarm is 15 seconds on cooldown. Now there's an Ice Blast flying in. This one actually connecting on all three, but still it should be all fine. I mean, it's without Arcanum Scepter, so the duration is relatively low. There's even the living armor now. And yep, suddenly they turn it around. Suddenly they start to actually do damage on the tier 3 tower, even though the final memo comes here in the communication. Guys, we gotta get the hell out of here. Even though, no, there we go. They're going back in.
Hey, Shiva scored the Doom, one to Xiangxai this time around. Of course, he's really tanky, so can actually chase him down. J.O. pretty low on mana as well, only has for one Sleight of Fist, but it was enough. Chris, he gets that right click, gets the crit for it as well, but John needs the stun, never mind. He just BKBs away. Although they won't claim racks, at least they get themselves yet another kill. And oh, Johnny blinks aggressively, does want to get one kill, stun onto J as well. DDC trying to help out a little bit, but Chrissy, he's just standing in the front lines like a boss. And now Rior, he comes in, Ray Fire Blast into DDC as well, but J.O. still somebody give him some mana, portal charges, anything they possibly can. Johnny slowed down Overgrowth as well by cast. He's gonna go down, I think so at least, yes. Medallion of Courage and DDC. If he goes back down now.
Arrow is throwing this away. I can't even believe that. Nice plays here coming out by Rave. They had the sustain and the nice kiting potential, and now this is. Do we have any buybacks? Any significant buybacks? I don't think so. There's another Ice Blast, but this is not even slowing them down because, yeah, Jo and Ninja Boogie spreading out. That means they can go for these racks. Maybe even the melee racks. Yeah, this is definitely enough for the melee racks. Or is it Johnny coming in again?
Well, they should be able to turn it around, I guess, although they don't want to take any chances. They're way too low on mana at the moment. Maybe a couple kills, but oh, 3-man hoofed up by Xiangxai. Johnny gonna come in as well. Can they get any kills? They need to get all of them if they can. Ninja Boogie just barely time lapses away lands. Forced to TP out as well still. Everybody's low on mana but Johnny. Reincarnation 2, 1. Can he get it before his death? Yes, he can. Just came off cooldown. Are you kidding me? Oh,
but
man.
he's still, it's not gonna change anything. He's gonna die here. But an arrow is flying, hitting the Doom. Now the Ice Blast actually connecting on all, or just on 3. But I don't know, do they turn it around? They have really low HP. AA is even out of mana. So in the end, I don't know, like the Rex is still standing. Like that's the funny part. The Rex is still standing, so the loss for Arrow is not too high, even though we had Johnny buyback, DDC buyback, Lance buyback. This really hurts. That is 3 buybacks and all for the sake of defending that melee Rex. Just too bad the melee Rex didn't went down because that would have meant like a huge advantage on Rave's side. But okay, they can go back to their base, get their new items because these fights were really worth it. And I don't want to even look in the graphs, but of course for the viewer's sake we're gonna do that. Look at Rave's XP, 20k at the moment for Rave, inexperience. But of course we're getting really late in the game very much soon, and yeah, then experience is not that important anymore. But at the gold, that's quite significant. 10k, it's nothing that can't be overcome, but still, 10k is quite a nice lead, and there's even more items to come very soon. And yeah, Ember plus the Weaver, they start to hurt a lot, even.
Yeah, Ninja Boogie actually just went for the tankier route. Wants to make sure that within the global silence he actually stays alive, so went for the Heart of Tarrasque, up to 2.7k HP almost, if he's at strength threats. And well, I mean, that means he won't damage the output that much damage, but with the Desolator, I mean, he probably even has enough already, especially with Ember Spirit helping him out, who has a Daedalus finished now.
Yep, absolutely. We see a smoke here by Arrow Gaming, and now the question is, do they find someone? Ninja Boogie would be a candidate for it, of course, but he's becoming quite tanky now with the heart and the BKB. BKB, of course, off on 4 seconds, but now they tried to stun. There's the BKB. Can he get the hell out of here? He's trying to, but oh, there's the time lapse in the other direction, but global silence coming out, and now hell is breaking loose. Kiilstofte using the stampede, but directly being stunned, and Ninja Boogie still being focused down. Chikuchi away. He still lives somehow free of Arrow already down, while BDC is now the next focus target. Jo with the remnants, and this is a full team wipe, and we're gonna make it really an actual team wipe, because now after reincarnation that poor Rave King is going down as well. This is a disaster to say that
not
with,
a single buyback.
yeah, not, oh my god, this is this game?
I think
This
so.
must
I mean,
be game.
this
Like
has
they
to
have
be
enough time. They have enough time. They just have to be fast now. Skip those creeps, ignore the creeps. Like you see Doom already going for the melee racks, but they should of course split their damage. 4 are going for the tier 3 tower. Then Chrissy is going for the rest. That should be it. Like they can instantly rotate bottom and take the racks there. I think Arrow, they have to GG out there against mega creeps. No chance whatsoever ever. Against even 2 racks, that would not be a good option. The first respawns will be in just some
Mirana
seconds.
can buy back as well, so in 5 seconds they can do something with 3 heroes, maybe, just maybe.
No.
Although, yeah, it's...
No, no, and no. We have it. Mega creeps are there. Arrow still not calling the GG. They want to go for a last fight, but Rave is saying like, no guys, we will not fight. We will not fight. We will let you suffer with those mega creeps. So I don't know if Arrow is actually trying to go for all in here, pushing the creep waves a bit out and going mid. I mean, in the mid, the tier 3 is of course already down. They could go directly for the tier 4. But I just don't think they have it. I just don't think they have it, simply because we have buybacks on the other side. Buyback is available on Ninja Boogie, on Jo, and these are the most important. Even Cast and Ryo, they have the buyback. Now they have a Roshan on top. This is also Roshan numero 3, which means we have a Aegis plus a Cheese. So this is 1 additional reincarnation plus a pseudo reincarnation with the Cheese if the timing is alright. I don't think Arrow can do this.
Well, It's gonna be extremely hard. Lance actually went for a Mask of Madness. Arrow will miss and really go down immediately. Overgrowth comes out. The global silence is there, but Lance, the physical damage, he has to leap away, but still, he is not doomed. Oh, never mind. Yes, he is. Doom, mid-leap, and well, he has the buyback, actually uses it now as well. Can they get TDC? Of course they can. It's the double Doom. Refresher Orb on Chrissy. And well, if it wasn't GG before, it most likely is now, although Arrow. Oh, I'm just getting reconnected over and over, or disconnected rather.
And there we have it. GG is being called as Johnny is dying, and Rave actually did it. 1-1 here in this best of 2. Or okay, no, it's not a best of 2. It's a 2-game series here in the MPGL. This is also the last game today, and yeah, we are glad we could bring it to you here on the English podcast of HeflaTV. My name is HeflaMauk. With me was Coucher, and Jesus Christ, what an amazing game. If you like what we do here, guys, then of course follow us on the English stream, HeflaTV 1 and 2, as well as the HeflaMauk stream. On Twitter and Facebook, you always get the news, what's going on, what is the next tournament, what cast is online, on which channel, what time. You get all the info there, as well as, of course, some other nice information. And of course, if you want to support us, the subscribe option is there with some crazy, especially the 322 emote. We are really proud to present that, of course, to our new viewers here. So we really enjoyed it, and that's it for today. But not quite. We are going online on both English channels with now Join Dota Leagues, so there will be more games, exactly 3 more games, 2 games on HeflaTV 2 and 1 game on HeflaTV 1 later this day. But for MPGL, we are done, and I say bye-bye, awesome game, see you soon, guys.